Welcome back everyone. This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. I promised to put this house out last week in addition to the 9 videos that went live on Friday in the early hours, but I changed my mind. I thought it'd be too much, gave myself a break and took my time, put this together and decided to upload it for today. Now I got carried away and wanted to build on the Desert Oasis bigger plot because I just wanted to go crazy, but then I realized we don't have enough big plots in our game, and if you already have big plots in your game, including the Mystery Island, I'm sure you filled it up with the best houses and would be unwilling to demolish for a new design. Now I wouldn't have gone with this door for a first choice, but I would have gone with it if it was the white one. This game doesn't have it. In my game it does have it. There's lots of arches, lots of outdoor spaces as you would expect with a tropical getaway. So you have to imagine this would be like islands dotted around this ocean that belongs to, say, the Four Seasons, a bit like the Maldives or Bora Bora, something like that. So each house would be identical, scattered across that patch of ocean. Now the house is a bit shapely. It's important to me that a house doesn't show up looking like a box. It's something I've always avoided ever since started building about 8 years ago, but when you try that on a small plot you lose space on the inside. But surprisingly this house is very spacious both on the outside and in the interior. Now there's that little lovely passageway I love so much that leads out to this area where you're closer to the water. I love that about this island. And yes, lots of arches for the outdoor spaces. I did tweak the design a little bit to make it more realistic and added another bedroom because a family is holidaying here, okay? They're a family of 3. You've got Anne, you've got Jude, the little boy, and husband Sonny, who's having a drink at the minute. Lots of inflatables out here, well, a couple, and seating in the entrance. This is their little boy playing around with the inflatable flamingo. Both colors look the same in my opinion. And yeah, she is going to take us on the tour, but first of all I'm just going to show you where the husband's sitting. Now this is that outdoor space I spoke of. He's helping himself to a drink. I love the colors here, and what's happened with this build is I have gone for colors that I don't typically go for. Yes, the exterior is pink but I still went for colors that is not exactly my go-to. I love the colors in the game, but I tend to, you know, have a habit, isn't it? Now, I just love the color options in here. Great view of the pool for them to sit out here. You could do anything here. It would have been great if we could put a pool indoors. It would be fantastic, you know, but this is what I've put out here, and you could make it into anything you want. It's also facing the pool area, and the front of the house faces the pool area, so she can sit down in any one of these spaces and just watch her son play. And you have to assume that he's one of those babies who learned to swim when they were like a year old. So he's a pro, so they're not going to worry about him drowning or anything. But these hanging chairs are so pretty. So this is the view from inside the living room area. So you get the pool, she can sit there, watch her son, and just enjoy the fresh air. And let me open up these sliding doors. So see how I've arranged it, okay? That's why there has to be a second section so a door can actually close, you know, some real form of security. The entrance is not just made up of arches. Now I love the color options that I've gone for in this space. I can't tell you how happy I am. And there are these lovely large windows that I decided to place these dividers in front of, and it gave it that effect. So it's not a curtain, but it's just something to give a little privacy if at all needed. But you could imagine they've got enough sunlight coming into the space. They can see the horse from out there, and the combination with the bookshelves and then the fireplace. It's got the sheeplap wood and the flooring. I just thought it was a really neat combination with the grays, you know. You've got the television area over here, that entertainment spot, and we have another exit to the rear of the house. There's a way into a bathroom, but what we have in front here is a little bar section, and sometimes when they get a drink they come and sit here, but this time the man sat outside. This is the door to the restroom, and what I've done at the back here is create the illusion of a door that slides shut, so you can close it up if you want. And then this is that bathroom. I absolutely love these items from the bed and bath. I think it's a Sim Chase or an Influence Island, can't remember. But these items are fantastic. You can interact with them. The toilet roll caddy is upstairs, and then I've got the shelf here that you can use to take a bath. So I thought I'd place this one in here because the bathtub is here. so she doesn't have to walk all the way upstairs to, you know, put that lovely scented oil into her bathtub. And yeah, and then of course she can clean her toilet upstairs with the toilet caddy unit. So that's where the bar is. And yes, sometimes when I click on them to take a drink, they come here and sit down, which I think is fantastic. Well, they've got a lot of choices anyway. So this is the kitchen, and I can't tell you how much I love this flooring, I really do. But this is the kitchen, and I created something different with a dining area here. At first I created a dining section where the husband's sitting, but I thought, no, I'd do this just for fun. It's a holiday home. I really didn't want to use the Moroccan kitchen V2 items in this space. I didn't want to do that. It didn't fit. I tried it and I just hated it completely. Anyway, there are fridges in here, so I love that they are combined into the countertops. And I've got her to get a drink, and I want to see if she'll sit down, to be honest. But I've got the pots and pans hanging from the industrial event, and great, she sat there. Sometimes she heads to the bar, like I said earlier on, so it's wonderful that she's sitting here on these very high chairs. So you can see that this section works. Thank you so much, Sim, for being so nice. So I love this little section here, and that's the sink on the side too. Now I'm gonna go upstairs, but very quickly just show you the access way to where the husband's sitting. And yes, I placed this lovely drinks trolley out on the side. I love the color, but yeah, you could go through these silver sliding doors and head out to this section as well, as you can also from the front of the house too. I think it's you know, lots of ways to get in and out of different spaces depending on where you're going. There's not lots of ways to get upstairs, for instance. So yes, we're heading up the ash wire stairs to this really cute Claire landing. I did say to you that there's a lot of space in this house. There's 2 bedrooms, one for the toddler, one obviously for the mum and dad. But what I really like about the winning prize house for the Palm Springs event is that you get this trio detached from the Scandinavian bed. That's excellent. And I've got a bookshelf up here as well, so a nice little space to pass through to the bedrooms, but also through to this beautiful balcony area. So I used the mural wallpaper in that little space, so you come through out to the arched area, which is like a beautiful place for her to say do yoga or exercise in front of what I would call a koi pond. I think it's a special space. And then you could come out to the front here and lounge, and I'll get them up here so you can see that they do function in that space. Okay, we'll quickly head into the private area for the family. So you snake your way around into this little corner here, and there's a way out through this arch. But then, you know, I've got that chest of drawers on the side, a door to the master bedroom, a door to the kids' bedroom. We'll see that last. And out in this corner, you've got the white arbor hammock. So a lot of items in this game from even past events. I just threw everything into this house. And I think it's beautiful for her to, or any one of them, to be able to sit up there, swing away, and have a good view of the ocean. I would love that. Absolutely love that. Or yoga. I love yoga. Anyway, now we head back into the section where we have the rooms, and the first door leads us into the master bedroom here. This is a lovely room. The colors are a real smack in the face, a good smack in the face. It's just really nice, really pretty. And I thought it was nice to tone the bed down with all the greens around, but of course I went for that lovely feather light that it's pink. And then I used the green table on the side, well, the green chair with a silver table for her makeup and hair. And then you get that door that I wish they had the white one in the game. I would have used that one. Now this is where we have the closet space, and she can access everything here. Her husband can too. So you can go ahead, change your clothes. She can just snake her way around that seat and, you know, make use of one of those clothes racks. And she can also use the chair too to sit down and perhaps try on shoes or something. So it's made me happy that that place is actually functional. Okay, and a great view of the horse and the water outside. So the master bedroom, as you know, has a lovely balcony that is private to them, and they have an ensuite bathroom situated right here. It's so cute, it's so dreamy. I mean, these items, yes, they've got hot pinks, you know, shiny greens and so on, but they're useful in a realistic setting, I would think, because I like pink. But this whole disinfect toilet animation is so hilarious. This doesn't really happen in real life, does it? Where you clean the toilet and it spits right into your mouth. Come on. It's insane. But it's a beautiful space for them. So the bathtub is downstairs and they've got a shower. Well, the last place to tour is their son's bedroom. So we'll head out the door, and further down that little corridor is the door that leads into their son's room. So a nice little seat in the corner, the lovely feather ceiling light, that beautiful banana leaf on the floor. And it's sizable. It's a holiday space. He's got his closet. He's got sort of like a cupboard side table with some toys, and his lovely bed that's supposed to be shaped like a ship. I thought it was nice to use that in the space. You can see the horse outside, the sand, the beach, and so on. So he has everything in here as a toddler to be very comfortable and right next to mum and dad. And I thought I'd stick this lovely art piece up on the wall here with those beautiful sparrows, or I think they are sparrows. But yes, this is an overview for you. I will turn over and show you the floor plan so you can go ahead and replicate it if you want. It's a very simple floor plan. And yeah, I just really love the colors, and yes, originally it looks like the colors have got so much flair and, you know, very vibrant, but I was able to tone it down and mix and match with other items in the game to give me a more realistic home setting. So I'm just getting the couple up here. So yeah, a more realistic home setting in that it doesn't look like a nursery school or something. It almost does. It almost does. The colors are pretty intense, but they're nice if you can use them in the right way. So yeah, they can walk around, sit down here, or lay back, relax, lounge, and interact. And I decided to flip the table and chair sets the other way so that they can also sit on either one and, you know, interact too, because at first I didn't know where to put it. There are so many items that I did not, you know, include into the build because it's on a small plot. I still try to create space around a massive pool, lots of outdoor spaces, 2-bedroom house, very spacious on the inside. So I just didn't want to cram everything in, but at the same time I wanted to try as much as possible to put things in that came from the event. So this was a good idea for me, and there's one on the reverse too, and it just creates this beautiful little pretty focal point to the top part of this roof area. Anyway, as said before, I'm going to turn this build upside down, and well, I mean build mode, and I will go ahead and show you the floor plan. But first I just want to get the family to come into the pool area. And it wasn't until recently, I promise you, that I realized that your toddler can actually interact in the pool but with an adult. I did not know this at all. So I was quite, I don't know why they said 9 seconds. Why are you giving us 9 seconds? Come on. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, anything. Come on. He's not really gonna drown. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching. I will be showing you the screenshots of how I put this together. You can copy it, recreate it, have it in your town, move some lovely sims in, and if you choose to upload it to any social media platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and so on, that's great. But don't forget to use the hashtag JoyceCreativeFinger when doing so, and I'll be grateful. In the architect tab right now, if you're watching in real time, 2 of my homes are on there. They're not the exact ones that I have in my town because I didn't even upload those, but someone obviously recreated them and it happened to make it to the architect tab. So the origami house, which has floating rooms and single pillars and glitches from here to a zoo, it's on the architect tab, and a number of you have got it. But if you don't know, you could go now, you could go get it. But there's also a live build for it. That being said, some of the glitches used back then are gone. I don't use glitches anymore, and I haven't since this year. So what you can do is go and download the house. So it's house number 7, and house number 2 is my celebrity pug house. So if you want that too, you could get that as well. And there are some other lovely, really lovely houses on there as well. It's a good selection, I'd say. Even though I say so myself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.